Very good day, my dear student. Today we'll see the further part of web applications and security. Let us see. In this session, student, we'll see that how we can chat with a contact which we have saved. So student, you can see like when we are using WhatsApp or Facebook or anything else, the contacts or the information of the person which we have stored in our system will be shown. And if the person is online, then that person's online indication is being done with what? Green dot. Okay, if you see the person is seen with a green dot, it means that the person is online, and you can start sending text messages instantly by double clicking on a contact on the window. Then the window will display a pop-up window, and as you can see in the figure, when you will use the Google Talk, and you can start talking about them whatever you want to talk with them. So accordingly you can chat with the contacts. Okay. Next, there are some rules and etiquettes to be followed while chatting. Like messages should be short and to the point. If you send a long text, then the person could not be able to read it correctly, and they may misinterpret with the information which you have sent. So it should be short and to the point. Always introduce by your name such that the person could not be validated that who the person is. Always ask if other person has time to chat first or not, or else they may not uh, give you the importance. Okay, so this all things you should have, you should follow while doing the chat with a person. Next, there are many chat platforms are available, like Yahoo is there, Google Talk is there. Okay, WhatsApp is there, Facebook is there. There are many chatting platforms are available for where you could be able to chat. Next, creating and publishing a web page. What is a blog? Okay, how to create and publish a web page by using a blog. So what do you mean by blog? Blog is a discussion style site used by non-technical users for creating personal web pages. Now blogs are similar to an online personal diary and simple to use. What are the various web blog pages from where you could be able to develop your blogs? First one is WordPress, second Blogger, Blog, Weebly, Blogsome. These are some of the blog websites from where you could be able to publish a blog. Now how to create it? First of all, if you are using WordPress, then what to do? WordPress is a free web service that you can use to create a beautiful website or blog. So before that, you need to start using a blog. By using a blog account is required. So for that, you need to create one. You need a web browser and an internet connection. Open the web browser. In that, you need to type wordpress.com, and there it may ask you a blog address, username, password, and all other details where you need to type it. Okay, next, after typing all the details, you what you have to do, you need to click on create blog. So on doing so, you will send an email by activating your big blog account. Open your mail and click on the activation link. After activation link, you need to click activate blog. When you will click on activate blog, you will see this type of page will be open, and you can see that your account is now active. So as the account is active, you are ready to create a post. You need to click on to create a post, click new post. Here you can write anything with whatever you want to post in the site, and you are ready to post what the information which you want to display in internet. Okay, next is, if you are thinking like somebody have, you can also add photos, videos, even you can comment on the post published by others. Okay, usually the comment option is available towards the end of the post. Look for options such as leave a comment, leave a reply, etc. Under that, you can add the email ID, passwords, name, etc., and you can add your own reply to other post. Next session is using offline blog editors. What are the first one which we have used, the WordPress blog. These are the online word processor which needs the internet connection. But there are some blog editors where the offline, like in that, internet connectivity is not at all required. So for that, what you need to do is there are certain blog websites are available which you need to download it, like Qmona, Windows Live Writer, blog text. These are the application which you need to download it, and after downloading you are ready to edit your blogs without any internet connections. Okay, like suppose we are using Qmona. So if you are using Qmona, then you need to download and install Qmona. Qmona can be downloaded from qmona.com. Once installation is being done, you need to launch it. So for launching, you need to click on Start Program Qmona, then Qmona. You can also double click on the Qmona icon on the desktop if available. Okay, next, after that, you need an existing blog account to use with Qmona. In this exercise, you will learn to use your existing WordPress account only with Qmona. So you need to enter your Qmona WordPress blog address and click next. After that, a login window will appear. You need to provide some details like WordPress account detail you need to be provided. After that, you need to click on next and then finish it. Then the similar window will be appeared as it was being appeared in WordPress.com. You need to click on create post and click new post. Then you can write whatever the information you want to display in the net. After that, click on publish post. When you click on publish post, the post will get automatically updated to your WordPress blog. And to view the published content, open the web browser. In that case, you will need a internet connectivity and you are ready to see whatever the information which you have edited will be shown there. Next is online transaction. What do you mean by online transaction? See students, whatever we are purchasing or spending the money through online is known as what? Online transaction. It could be in a shopping platform, it could be in a paying platform. Everything comes under what? Online transaction. So online shopping is a form of electronic commerce where customers can buy or sell goods over the internet. Customer need to have an active internet connection for viewing goods or services offered by a seller. Online shopping could be useful in situations when a customer doesn't have sufficient time to visit store, or they doesn't have enough money with them, and a certain problem they may use to face in local markets. So for that, they use what? Online shopping. Some of the popular online transaction websites are IRCTC, or flight and train bookings, or Flipkart for online shopping. eBay is there for buying and selling goods. Redbus is there for booking the bus tickets. So these are some of the sites from where you could be able to do the online transaction. Suppose if we are doing online transaction using Flipkart, what you need to do? You need to open a browser such as Firefox, Google Chrome, or Internet Explorer. Then you need to type there www.flipkart.com in the address bar. Then the Flipkart page will be opened. There you need to sign up with your account, any account you can use like Google account or Facebook account. Then you need to search your product, whatever you want to search or whatever you want to buy. Then after searching or uh, getting the product, you need to click on cart. Okay, or add to cart. Then when you will click on add to cart, then you have to click on buy this. When you click on buy this, the page will be then it may ask like your address detail where it should be delivered. Okay, that address you need to type it, and then it will take to the payment page. There you need to do the like whatever the payment is there, you need to enter your credential and you need to pay it. Okay, similarly for IRCTC also, you need to open the browser, then irctc.com. there you need to sign up with the IRCTC account. After that, you can search whatever the train details you want, and then after booking, it may ask the payment page. You need to enter your credential and you are ready to pay your uh, amount, whatever the purchasing or whatever the ticket charges it may apply. Okay, next is session 8, that is internet security. See, whenever we are using, the internet security is must. For what? For like, if your internet is not so good, internet is not secure, then the important credential may be hacked. So for that, internet security is must. Okay, internet security is what? It is a branch of computer security specifically related to the internet, often involving browser security but also in network security. Okay, so basically internet security makes us removing through the what removing through the like phishing problems or hacking problems it removes. Okay, so we should be aware of it. Okay, like we should have a strong password with us. We should not like sometimes what happens when we are using Google, it asks that save it asks like save for future. So you should not save for future. The hacker can take data from there also, so you should not store those data there. So best practices for security: use strong passwords, a combination of alphanumeric and special characters. Okay, now it makes like lower the risk of security breach, effectiveness of a password. Okay, following is a general guidelines for managing strong password, like keep the length of password at least 12 to 14 character, use alphanumeric, dictionary words should be there, letter or number should be there. It should be a combination of numbers, symbols, capital and lowercase letters. Okay, avoid the same passwords, avoid using your names. Okay, so these are some of the practices which you need to follow while uh, storing your passwords. Okay, next is secure transaction. When you are doing the secure transaction, it asks like saving the credit card number or information, so you should not save it for the future purposes. Okay, it may be tracked by some other third party and the information could be hacked. Okay, use antivirus and anti-spy software. Some of the computers now in this generation doesn't need antivirus because the inbuilt application is so much high that it doesn't need. Okay, so basically in Windows 7 and like before that versions needed the antivirus security. Okay, but in Windows 10 and like after 10th generation, we can avoid using antivirus as well. But to keep antivirus, it change like it monitors our computer that any viruses attacks has been coming or out or not. Okay, so these are the security you should be aware of it. Install firewalls. Firewalls could be the software or hardware and can assist in keeping a computer and a network secure. Wireless analyze the network traffic and determine if the traffic should be allowed or not. So these are the firewalls which makes our system analyze that is there any network traffic is there or not, and it makes our operating system runs very smoothly. Okay, clearing data stored in browser. You should clear every time your browser's data. Okay, you should not store your passwords in there. Okay, it may be hacked by the third party. So these are all about what web application security. Next session is maintain workplace safety. You should maintain the workplace safety, like basic safety should be there, basic fire safety rules should be there. Okay, fails and slip safety rules is there, must be properly ventilated, floor must be clean and dry, oil spills must be immediately cleaned. This thing should be followed. Electricity safety rule should be there. Okay, you should all switch off the switches. Okay, next you should take out the like wires and all after doing the work. Use of first aid, okay, whenever needed. Prevent accidents and emergencies. Emergencies are what? Any unexpected situation that needs immediately attention and actions. Types of accidents like slips and falls accidents, fire, industrial disease and illness, road traffic accidents, clinical accidents. These are some of the accidents may cause. So you should be aware of this all accidents. Okay, next, protect health and safety at work. Should be like any organization can face some health hazards that could put the lives of the employers in danger. So hazards can be of different types depending on the industries, like physical, chemical, biological, mechanical. So you should be aware of it. Sources of hazards are like provide sufficient space for the user to alter position comfortably, provide adequate lighting, have windows fitted with adjustable coverings. Okay, this all things should be aware of, and and the person should be you should care of your health as well while operating in the industries. So this is all about web applications and security. Thank you, student. This is our last unit. Thank you.